I always get nervous when having to stand up in front of a crowd and speak. So my dad gave me some advice a long time ago, and he gave me some great introductions. And he told me, always start off with, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here tonight to address you, not to undress you. Thank you. We had a side bet. She said I wouldn't do it. I do want to start off by thanking several people. First, I want to thank my wife, Ann, for helping me for the past 8 years with helping raise, nurture, and love our children. You've made it so easy, and you showed the last few days how wonderful a mother you've been. Thank you. I would like to thank Todd and Cheryl for sharing in this beautiful event and for all that you've done to make this weekend such a success, including the great time last night. You two are wonderful, and I'm so glad that we'll get to spend so many more times together celebrating wonderful events like this. Thank you. I want to thank all of the family that have traveled here, both sides of the family, that have come from far and wide to be here today. It means a lot to us for you to make such an effort to be here today. Thank you so very much. I want to acknowledge the grandparents. JT's got 2 sets of grandparents here, and Gabby has her wonderful grandmother here. Unfortunately, my father, Gabriella Zadie, passed away a month ago, and it's truly missed. He had such an impact on Gabriella's life, and I know that he's up there watching down on you, Gabby, and he's smiling with so much nakas, and he's so happy for you and JT. I want to welcome you, JT, into our family, and all of our extended family as well. It is such a pleasure to have all of y'all. You're
an American now.
I've wanted to do that for so long. Every time JT says it, I just crack up. When you look at Gabby, JT, you can see that you were made for each other. And you guys are going to make such a wonderful couple. When you see you guys together, I just see how happy and how in love you guys are. Raising children is not an easy task. It takes commitment, love, dedication, with a willingness to be a parent first and a friend second. But raising Gabby may not always have been so easy. But it was wonderful. You hope as a parent that they grow up and make the right choices and decisions. But with Gabby, she has always made the right choices and decisions. I am sure I could have done things differently as a parent. I am not perfect. I made lots of mistakes, but there isn't one thing I would change about Gabby. It's so special to see Gabby in love with such a great guy. And while Gabby will always be my child, it is so amazing to see her grow up to be such an incredible and caring woman. There are defining moments in our lives, thousands of memories that we have of our children and our friends. I have 5 defining moments of Gabby that I want to share with you today. 1, the day she was born. It will be a memory that is etched in my mind forever, and without this moment, she would not be here today. 2, graduating from high school. She graduated with honors, received some scholarships. It was a very, very proud moment. 3, the day that she graduated from college. I mean, the 3 times that she graduated from college. Undergraduate from Berkeley, a master's from LMU, and her law degree from the University of Chicago this past June. 4, the day that she got engaged to this awesome guy, JT. And obviously, number 5, today. These are the 5 defining moments in my life with Gabby. Gabby and JT are well loved, and you can see by the size of this wedding party. They are loved. What a great bunch of friends they have. I've known some of them for a very long time, and I've just met some of these other people this weekend. But I can tell you that they are all very special to JT and Gabby, and I hope that they can keep them as lifelong friends. Obviously, JT, you are evidence to your parents in what a great job they did raising you. I'd like to toast right now to Todd and Cheryl for raising a son that is absolutely good enough for my daughter. To Todd and Cheryl. I'm not finished. I want to give credit to JT too. JT actually asked me for my approval to marry Gabby. That was pretty classy move. I was so happy that he actually flew all the way to San Diego to ask me. He did it in person. He didn't even text message it to me. That meant a lot to me, especially in today's day and age. JT is a classy guy. I love you, JT, and welcome to the family. This is the time I get to talk about my Gabs. I could tell you a bunch of stories about her as a little kid, an amazing dancer, a performer, a big sister, but I'm not going to make this the 20-minute speech I promised her. Gabby was my first child, and I just loved hanging out with her. I have such vivid memories. Going to the beach, taking her in her beach stroller for hours on the beach, taking her in a backpack, walking all around La Jolla. Mind you, she slept the whole time. But it was just being with her that made me such a happy dad. Gabby, as we all know, and they said it earlier, she has a plan. She always was organizing everyone, and it was always based on her plan. She had a plan. She had a plan with college and how she was going to go and get from one stage of her life to the next. It was always planned. Even with this marriage, it was planned. From where they would get engaged to where they would get married, it was a plan. She took them to Chicago. It was all part of the plan. And now on to San Francisco, another part of her plan. As far as Gabby's planning is concerned, it was a good thing, as obviously this wedding has been a beautiful event. Most of that, if not 99%, is because she is such a good planner. I love you, Gabs. I think the only plan that Gabby has actually screwed up in her life is my Verizon data plan. We started out with 5 gigabytes. Then we went to 10. Then we went to 50. And usually about 3 or 4 days before the cycle ended, I'd get that email saying, "You're out of data." Gabby would get the text message, "Your phone's going to be shut off. You're at 90%. I was prepared at this point in my speech to tell JT, "She's all yours tomorrow, baby." And I thought I was finally getting her off of my plan. But lo and behold, Gabby drops her phone on Friday and breaks it. To avoid a major crisis, my lovely wife, Ann, went to Verizon, got her a new phone, which includes a two-year commitment. However, my plan wouldn't have worked anyways because I found out from Todd and Cheryl last night, JT's still on their plan. I guess they just don't really want to leave us completely.
That's what we remember you by.
To my new son, JT, I could not be happier that Gabby fell in love with you. And I mean this from the bottom of my heart. I admire you, JT, for being caring, loving, and a respectful guy. And I know that, JT, you'll treat Gabby in the same way. I know your parents and your grandparents have raised one fantastic guy. And Ann and I both knew from the first time that we met you that you guys were going to make a fantastic team. I have some advice for you, JT. As you begin your life journey with Gabby, a wise man once said, "A man who gives in when he is wrong is a wise man, but a man who gives in when he is right is still married." I want to make a toast to the new Mr. and Mrs. Albright. I would like to take this opportunity to congratulate JT and Gabby on your marriage, and you both grow older together, remembering that the heart that loves is always young, so never fail to remember to stay young at heart together. That is what will keep your love fresh and exciting for the next 50 years and more. Cheers and happy life together, you two.